What's going on, guys? My name is David. I'm a 21-year-old university senior, and I just clickbaited the shit out of you. Kinda. Actually, let me explain. Don't click off. I'll actually explain it. So I don't really have a way to know for sure if I'm the best student in my degree, but I do know for sure I'm in the top 5, most likely in the top 3. So, come on, it's such a good title. You gotta let me use it. But anyways, I actually need to go now because I got some shit I need to get done. But keep watching because I'll do a voiceover explaining how I became the best student and giving you the hacks, the tricks, so you can also do it. Type shit. That shit was not funny, bro. I don't know why I said that. I'm just gonna... Let's go. Alright. You ready? Okay, that was even less funny. Let's just start. Let me introduce myself. I study business management in Portugal. Now, I know the reputation that business-related degrees have, especially in America. Trust me, I've seen the memes. I don't know how they do it over there, but I do know how we do it over here, and it is not like that. In Portugal, business is not really seen as a difficult course, but it's not really easy either. It's kind of like a middle-of-the-road degree. If you only care about passing, it really shouldn't be hard. But if you want to be good at it, it can be quite challenging. And Portugal itself is known in Europe for having quite difficult universities, so hey fam, I'm just trying to get you to respect me, please. Please give me the acknowledgement. Now, I've tried a lot of different studying techniques in my time, and honestly, I'm not here to give you the most intricate science-based studying method. Like, I'm not gonna tell you, bro, you need to get on structural semantic associative priming. That's a real thing, by the way. It's right there, study method. I have no idea what it means. Listen, stop focusing on these fancy methods. This is not what's gonna help you. It's not what helped me. I see so many people going on these random study methods swearing it's gonna work for them when they don't even have the basics of studying down. It's like when people go on crazy diet plans and don't know anything about nutrition. It makes no sense. What you need are the basics of studying. Set yourself a proper foundation, and from then on out, go and find different methods that you enjoy and that work for you. So what I am here to do is give you the 2 basic principles, only 2, that every single person needs if they want better grades, no matter what method you use to study or what degree you take. These 2 principles are really what helped me going from one of the worst to one of the best students in my degree, not any fancy method. And I can absolutely guarantee you that if you apply these principles correctly, you will improve your grades. So let's get into them. Number 1, study continuously. I know so many people who will only study a subject if they have a test, exam, or an assignment coming up. And to me, I think that's a really bad way to manage your time. If you do things this way, you're gonna have to cram a lot of studying and work into a very small amount of time, which is really stressful. You're also making it much harder on yourself to actually score higher grades, because you're trying to learn everything essentially from scratch in a very short amount of time. And you're also not getting ready to study for long amounts of time. You're just going in out of nowhere, which, I mean, respect, but you could be doing better. Okay, I'm back. What you should be doing is studying every week the classes that you had, or classes from prior weeks if you're still behind. And you do this by scheduling. Let's say you take 3 classes, A, B, and C, that you have on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Then you should study A, B, and C on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, even if you have no tests or assignment coming up. Easy enough, right? This way, you're establishing a rhythm for yourself. You're working every single week, so when the time comes for tests or assignments, where you'll have to study a lot more, it'll be much easier for you because you're already in this groove, you feel me? Okay, I just turned on the slide. I think it looks better. Let me know. Let me know in the comments if it looks better. But moving on, by studying close to the date when you actually had the class, you can remind yourself much better of the important things that were learned in it, maybe even things that aren't even in lecture notes or slides. This helps ensure that the contents are a lot fresher and more understood in your mind. And whenever exam or assignment season comes up, studying will be a lot easier because you're no longer learning things from zero, you're just refreshing your mind again. Overall, if you implement this, you manage your time way better, leaving you more time to study other classes, leaving you a lot less stressed, and actually making it a lot more likely for you to score higher grades. So think of continuously studying, just like studying for an exam, but over a really long period of time. Let's move on to point 2. Hello. Point 2. You're studying for a grade, and not for knowledge. I know this seems pretty counterintuitive because to get a better grade, you need more knowledge of a subject. And while this is true, at the end of the day, you're graded on the questions that you're asked, not necessarily all the knowledge that you have about a subject. I see a lot of people approach classes with the mindset of, I want to learn about the subject overall, when you should really have the mindset of, I want to learn the questions that will probably be asked of me. I remember this was something that took me a while to understand too, because, we're in school to learn, right? But something that I quickly noticed was, if you have knowledge of a specific area, that does not necessarily mean that you're gonna get a good grade at it. For example, I'm not a finance guy, and I scored higher in finance-related classes than people who know so much more than me about finance, stock markets, banking, whatever. Why? Because they know finance well. I knew what was gonna be asked of me better. Now, I'm not trying to tell you to not go out there and learn more about areas or topics that you're interested in. Definitely do it if you want to, and if you're interested in it, I do it as well. But prioritize what you actually need to know, and especially for the classes that you don't even like in the first place and you don't want to learn much about them, which for me, finance was definitely one of them. I'm not like a Patrick Bateman kind of guy. So how can you figure out what you really need to know? Well, you have to figure out how you're assessing that subject. The majority of subjects in the majority of degrees are assessed with a final exam. So for those, your number one priority should be analyzing practice exams and past year's exams. Figure out its structure, what kinds of questions usually come out, what questions never come out, and just prepare yourself to take that specific exam over and over. What you'll notice is that the majority of exams actually have a certain structure to them that's repeated pretty much every single year, because I guess teachers are lazy. So use that to your advantage. I remember I always annoyed my teachers asking them to send me more practice exams. I'm pretty sure they all really don't like me now, but it worked, so I'll take it. For subjects that are graded in other ways, such as through assignments or presentations, the same concept still applies. Just figure out exactly what is asked of you and answer in the way that they want you to answer. So yeah, those are the two principles that really helped me in my university journey. I'm sure they will really help you too. Not that structural, semantic, I don't even remember what it was anymore. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. Be sure to like, subscribe, and turn on the post notifications. Alright guys, let's keep moving forward.